Hello, I'm BX and welcome back to some videos. Today let's talk about 12 features that I would add to Minecraft if I was in charge of Microsoft/Mojang, because there are so many ideas on the official feedback sites for Minecraft and the official suggestion forums and stuff that are really terrible, or that are really tricky to implement, or that just don't make any sense to anyone but the person suggesting them, like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if ocelots exploded or something? So I figured, why not in today's video talk about 12 features that I would really love to see added that aren't necessarily too tricky to add, but that I think a lot of people would enjoy, and that's why I'm going through them in today's video, just as a fun little, wouldn't these be great if they're in Minecraft video. Hopefully all of you do enjoy it. Like it if you do, because it helps out the channel and lets know you do like this sort of video. But with that said, let's get straight into it, shall we? And let's start with the first suggestion, which is a pretty easy one, because I would really love it if they added more tree types to Minecraft. So if you're curious as to what I mean by that, there are 6 types of trees in Minecraft, or 6 full-on, categories. With the you've got your acacia trees, your dark oak trees, you've got the spruce trees, jungle trees, birch trees, and oak trees. And they're all pretty different trees. They're all very different with different types of wood, and they feel again, they add a lot of layers to the game each. But why not add more trees to the game? Because 6 trees doesn't really make too much sense when there's so many biomes and such a giant world. Why not just have other types of trees that are rarer, or harder to find, or just interesting in some different way like that? And I feel like it'd be the sort of thing that's really easy to add, but that would really improve people's experiences, because even just the simple addition of acacia and dark oak really improved the early game builds that people can make. And I think that, again, trees are something that everyone accesses so early on, that why not give people more variety, give them access to a new a block, a new type of plank, a new type of stair, a new type of door, all these sorts of things. You could do that just by adding a brand new tree to the game, and I feel like it'd be very little effort to find a spot where one could fit in. And that's why I think a new tree type, or 3 or 4 or 2 or however many they did add, would be a great addition to Minecraft. And that's the first suggestion that I would add straight away if I was in charge. The second one is actually to do with potions, because back when potions were first added to Minecraft, they actually had a bunch more varieties in the game code that just weren't accessible. And these games, although some of these sounded awful, like the hungry potion, what if there were potions that were actually a bit more complex than just, oh yeah, this gives you the positive effect? Why not add enchanted potions to the game, so you can then go back and access some of these other potions, or at least access more interesting potions than just, oh yeah, this one makes you faster. So to give you some examples of what an enchanted potion could be like, what if you could enchant your strength potion, which right now just gives you more attack strength? What if you could enchant that to give you more attack strength, so strength 3 basically, but it gives you way weaker attacks, it actually allows you to take more damage as well, and it gives you weaker attack with a bow, or both, or neither, or one of the two. Wouldn't it be great if there were ways to get more powerful potions, just with some downsides? I would really like that, because it both makes PvP more interesting, like, oh yeah, that guy's just drunk a strength 3 potion, I guess that means it's okay to go and attack him and, destroy him, but it also adds the complexities of, like, oh, let's try and, get these really powerful potions of downsides that hopefully don't affect us. Like, what if there was a, speed potion that made you way faster temporarily, but the downside was, as soon as the speed ended, you got, like, negative 60% to speed, so you turned into a really slow thing? Wouldn't it be great if there were these sorts of potions with these interesting effects? And I think enchantments, or, at least combining potions together, just a brand new mechanic for that, would be a great way to add new depth to the game that wouldn't confuse new players, because most players don't use potions anyway. But again, it's depth to the game without confusing new people in a way I do quite like. But in case that is a bit too much, why not add the third suggestion here, which is colored pressure plates, colored buttons, and colored everything that currently isn't colored? Because to me, it seems a bit bizarre that we have, different types of wood, we have different types of door, we have all these different types of things for each type of wood, stairs, etc. But we don't have different colored buttons, we don't have different colored pressure plates, which means that your builds are just going to stand out and be a bit weird with all of those sorts of things. Why not make it so that everything made out of wood can be colored in the different ways? I feel like that's such an easy solution to add, and I feel like it'd be the sort of thing that makes some builders out there happy for very little effort. So yeah, 5 brand new buttons, for maybe even more if you have new types of trees, and 5 brand new pressure plates, as well as everything else like that. Just add those to the game, make the game just a little bit better for people who use those types of wood. So, as well as that, I'd also like to see fish in the game. This is one that actually came from one of the developers themselves. Notch really wanted to see visible fish in the ocean that you could go for. However, the current mechanic is one that was just kind of a placeholder that's remained ever since. But wouldn't it be cool if you actually could see fish in the ocean? Wouldn't that make them feel a bit more lively? Because right now, all you see is squid and then sometimes guardians. What if you could actually see the real fish moving around there? And then, fishing for clownfish could be more about skill, could be more about finding that sort of thing, and it'd make it more fun than just like, oh, I want a puffer fish, let's sit down here and let's hope one comes up soon enough. I think it'd be way more fun, and I think that would be a great addition to Minecraft. Seeing the fish in the ocean, just making fishing feel a bit more lively and fun and about skill, would be a great addition to the game. The fifth idea here is actually to do with more enchantments, though, because I'd like to see more enchantments. In the same way that, adding enchanted potions or, potion brewing together would be a cool way to extend that part of the game. What if you extended enchantments in a similar way to add brand new varieties? So to think just, in terms of combat, what if you added a combat enchantment enchantment that was like, extra damage, but only at close range. So if you could get right next to someone, it gave you literally, 1.5, 2 times damage. That would be amazing, and it would kind of encourage you to use your sword like a dagger. In fact, maybe the enchantment is just called Dagger Enchantment, or, add all these different sorts of enchantments. Just more enchantments feels like it's a better thing, because admittedly, you're diluting the number of enchantments there is, so your chance of getting, efficiency is bad, but why not just add rare enchantments for all these sorts of things, like they did with, Frostwalker a while back, and like they did with Mending, to make it feel a bit better in that way. So, yeah, that is the 5th suggestion. The 6th one here is another kind of, again, this feels a bit combat focused, but it's something I was so sure they would do with the 1.9 update that just sounded amazing, that they never did, but it was a big missed opportunity. So brand new weapon types, and although, stuff like daggers, like I just mentioned, or something like, like a longsword or a scimitar, those are cool ideas by themselves, but what about a two-handed sword? Bear in mind there is, a two-handed PvP system on PC. What if there was one weapon, let's call it the two-handed sword, that required both of these, and that had this giant swing time, and could be this amazing weapon that you can use, again, for solo players, or, people who are doing a mass amount of damage. I would love to see that in the game, and it'd be a great option for people who don't like the second hand. They're like, oh, I don't know how to do the both mass buttons at the same time. What if there was a way where you could just hold, a weapon with both hands and use that to deal massive damage? I'd love that, and the two-handed sword is something I'd love to see in Minecraft, and that kind of makes sense now there is two hands on the PC. Next up, it's actually more stairs and slabs, because basically right now there are only stairs and slabs for a very specific, very bizarre, set of blocks. Why not add stairs to pretty much every solid block, or as many solid blocks as, like people actually want? So stained clay slabs, why can't we have those? Stained clay stairs, why can't we have those? It's such a simple thing to add. It admittedly makes the inventory more cluttered, but, work out a way to have more inventory items, and then you can add loads of brand new items there that can make builders so happy. Again, builders are, builders are excited every update because there's brand new blocks. Why not just add like 100 in one update, like they've done with 1.12, but why not just do that every single update? Like, oh yeah, let's add brand new stairs this update, let's add brand new slabs this update, and get people excited about more than just like, oh yeah, there's 6 blocks in this update, in the case of 1.9 or whatever it is. Why not add more stuff to each individual update, and more stairs and slabs is a really easy addition to just make builders everywhere get really happy. And even though that's not, what I necessarily classify myself as, I think it's a great thing to make people happy. But with that said, let's move on to the next one here, which is more animals. I'd love to see more animals in Minecraft, because this is something that everyone responds positively to whenever they do it, like every 3rd or 4th update. Why not just add a giant bunch of them in one update to make everyone excited? So animals, include stuff like, the llamas, the most recent one, but then there's also stuff like the horses, again, another popular mob. All of these mobs are so popular when they first come out. Why not just add 2 or 3 in the same update? So some basic ideas right here. Alpacas, okay, they're like llamas and you can ride them, but you can also shear them. They go a bit slow as a result, and oh, now you've got a shearable mount. Isn't that great? Isn't that cute? Isn't that cool? Why not add the giraffe? The giraffe just roams around the plains biome, and you can slay it and you get like giraffe meat or something. Whoa, that's crazy. I'd love to see giraffe meat in Minecraft, or you can leave it and you can just, have a pet like that. Okay, what about birds? So birds fly around the Minecraft world, make it feel a bit more real, but they also can bring in rare treasures, so they've got some treasure drops or something. Why not add these sorts of animals to Minecraft to make the game feel a bit more real? Okay, think about rabbits. Everyone loves rabbits, even though they're one of the most worthless mobs in the game, just because it's like, wow, Minecraft feels a bit more alive. Why not add more stuff like that into the game? I think it'd be a great idea, and more animals, it's such a simple suggestion to make so many people happy. Why not do it? That's my thinking right there. But with that said, let's talk about coral reefs next, because this is, again, another unused, implemented feature, because they wanted to add coral reefs into the bottom of the sea. Why not add those? Make the bottom of the sea feel more lively. For when you're down there, you want to see a fish, but you also want to see, some actual structures besides just, oh, here is dirt, here is water below it. Maybe it ruins some amount of the, uniqueness of Minecraft, but I would really love to see coral reefs below the, the riverbeds and the oceans of Minecraft. And if I was in charge, I would totally make that happen. Like the next suggestion, the 10th one here, because rare biomes are something I'd really, really like to see. I've gone over this so many times, but just add some biomes that are really hard to find, like the mushroom biome, because everyone loves it when they find a mushroom biome. It's got the mushroom, one of the coolest mobs in the game. It's just, there's not actually much going on there, but because it is rare, it just feels great. It's purple, it's interesting. Why not add like the creeper invasion biome? Or why not just add like, oh, it's a UFO invasion, whatever, ridiculous story you need to come up with for a biome. I feel like any rare biome you add to the game is going to be a new addition that people want to search out for, and it encourages people to explore their Minecraft worlds in a way that is very positive. So rare biomes, why is there only like 1 or 2 or 3 of them? And just add a few of them to the game, give them a very tiny use, not an exclusive use you have to go there for, but like with the ice spikes biome, you get some packed ice. Like with the mushroom biome, you get the mycelium and the mushrooms. Just add something like that to a few more biomes, and everyone will be so happy and ready to explore again. It's just an idea that I'm really fond of. So yeah, the next idea here is nether villages. I had a whole video on villages I like to see in Minecraft, but the idea of a nether village with better, villagers, better trades, whatever it might be, that's probably my favorite one from all of those, because the idea of just having an elite form of trading is great. Trading is one of those things that just feels so natural in a game. Why not add a way to do that in Minecraft and do it a lot better? So nether villages, I'd love to see them, just a better village in general, whether it's the end, whether it's under the ocean, or even if it's just like at the top of a mountain. Add better villages to the game, more villages, anything like that. People love villages. Why wouldn't you add them in all the biomes? I don't know for sure, but they haven't yet, and I totally would. But let's finally move on to the final suggestion. What's the biggest thing I'd put in Minecraft? It'd probably be more dragon types, and I think adding dragon types to the overworld, which was the original idea for the red dragon, might not be great, because let's call it like a 6-year-old is playing Minecraft the first time. They're excited because they've just killed their cow, they're making a base, and suddenly like a red dragon comes along, burns it to the ground, and then they're sad and they stop playing Minecraft. I get that's probably one of the reasons they don't want to do it, but why not make it in the end islands? Because the end islands, currently they're devoid of any life besides like shulkers and endermen, and they're not exciting mobs. They're really kind of easy to kill. I'd say they're challenging mobs, but why not add something that's a bit more exciting? And my suggestion for that would be a red dragon or a blue dragon or just an end dragon. Just add new types of dragons that you can find there, or at least new giant boss fights that will randomly occur. I'm thinking a tiny bit like Skyrim, but just add any giant mob that will randomly occur out there, and it will make the whole place feel cool to explore, rather than just being this copy-paste thing of like, oh, then there's an end city and an end island and this and that. I feel like it'd be a great addition, and just red dragons. Everyone loves the idea. Why can't you add them? That's my simple suggestion right there, and that is the final thing I think I'd add to Minecraft if I was in charge. I mean, there's a pretty low chance of me ever being in charge of Microsoft or anything but like that, but if you like the video, maybe that will increase the odds. I mean, if I become a multi-billionaire, which, liking the video makes me a multi-billionaire, fun fact, but if I become a multi-billionaire, I could just buy Microsoft and make that happen. That's totally how the world works. Trust me, guys, I'm telling 100% the truth here. If you did enjoy the video, like if you liked it, because it helps out the channel a lot. Let's know if you do like this sort of video, share the if you really liked it, and subscribe if you're new around here, because I make videos like this one every single day on my channel, and if subscribed, you'll see them daily on your homepage. Let me look up the market value of Microsoft, actually. It looks like it's 498 billion, so if we just get this video to 498 trillion views, I think I will be able to afford Microsoft. So, one day, guys, one day. Make it happen. Goodbye.